So team, could you please confirm me everyone to see my screen?
Yes.
Yes, we can.
Yes, right? Okay.
Hi, Anusha.
Yeah, yes.
Thank you. Thank you. See here, team, this is the Tricentis Tosca architecture. Okay. I just want to give a quick walkthrough here. So what are the things we do majorly where we involve here to do the automation? Okay, this is the high level architecture. Don't get confused while seeing this entire architecture. Okay, simply here you can see I'm just highlighting one name, that is a Tosca Commander. Tosca Commander is the IDE to do automation work. That's it. Okay. We do the installation of this Tosca Commander in our local system and will work all kind of applications here itself only. Okay. So entire this architecture are integrated with Tricentis Tosca Commander only thing. So you no need to go with the database tier, you no need to go with the Tosca Connect, all this stuff. Each and every layer is having a different purpose. Okay. So Tosca Connect, let me introduce Tosca Connect here. This Tosca Connect is here to integrate Tosca Commander with Jira, Tosca Commander with Azure DevOps. So if you want to integrate any kind of test management tools, we always use here Tosca Connect. Okay. So this is only an integration purpose. So the bottom of the screen, you can see a license type. So to work with Tosca Commander, must be required a license. Okay. So that is a valid license. So we have two type of license. One is trial and another one is licensed. So we go with the trial license and we go with the license, purchase license as well. So without license, you cannot open Tosca Commander and you are not able to navigate to the project. So even licensing part also very, very important here. Okay. So the next point is here, database layer. If you see here, Tim, this is the database server type. Okay. To create a project in Tricentis Tosca Commander, to create a project, to create a common workspace. So we always required a database. Okay. 4 type of databases introduced. It's there. I'll show you those databases, how to create the project. What is the purpose of creating a project using a database? So here simple thinking. So we are using database feature to create a multi-user environment. Okay, multi-user environment. That means, so the project which is accessible for more than one person. Okay. So if one person is going to work, yes, we have one feasibility to create single user workspace as well. If you go back to this last one, this is the Tosca server. This all the features is available in Tosca server. And here you can see Qtest is the test management tool, solution manager is the test management tool, and elastic grid execution. All these things are interconnected with the Tosca commander only. Okay, so entire this architecture point of view, if you learn Tosca commander, that is pretty much enough for us to get the opportunity. So at the time of learning Tosca Commander itself, you are able to learn the database part, you are able to learn Tosca server and what is the licenses is available and how to activate all these things. And agent view, here you can see the bottom of the screen, one feature is the agent type. Agent IR, we use this one to execute a parallel execution of our test cases. So while connecting a different agents, we run the scripts. So everyone clear with this architecture?
What is CI and CD pipeline, Alisha?
CI/CD pipeline. So we can integrate Tosca with the Jenkins, Bamboo, Sleepmas, all these things is also possible instead of using distributed execution.
Okay.
What are the third-party tools is there? Right now we are using for Selenium and other automation tools. Yes, we can integrate those CI/CD tools to Tricentis tools. If we don't want to go with the disk, yes, we do that. Okay.
Can you elaborate a little bit more, like
Sure. So let's
Integration.
assume integration part, it will take a more time, but the purpose I'll tell you, okay? So the 1 month, let us consider 1 month. So within 1 month, entire team is completed almost 100 test cases. Let us assume, okay? You just
Okay.
want to share these 100 test cases result to the client. Okay.
Okay.
So how to share so to run these 100 test cases, if you run manually, how much time it will take?
It will take around 1 week.
It will take around 1 week. I don't want to do manually. If you automate, if you use either CI/CD pipeline, like we integrate Tosca with the Jenkins to do the run. Okay. We just
Okay.
simply schedule the execution overnight. So you do the execution overnight, and the next day you can take the result and share to the client. No need to wait for the 1 week of time. Okay.
Okay. Fine.
So this feature is available in Tosca. CI/CD, we have third-party tools like Jenkins and Litmus. So we do have a number of third-party tools. Yes, that is also very flexible. We can integrate Jenkins with Tosca, Litmus with Tosca to run the scripts. So other than these, Tricentis itself, they are providing a ultimate feature that is a distributed
Next region.
Okay. So we can schedule the executions using distributed execution as well. I'll tell you these things in a coming classes. Okay.
Sure.
Yeah. So hope it's clear for all. Any questions here?
Hey, hi Anusha. So, can we implement the GitLab things in the Toastler Git?
So Git is not at all required in Tosca point of view, but if you want to integrate all of your test case to GitHub, yes, that is possible. GitHub. Okay.
Okay.
Why this Git is not at all required here, I'll tell you that part. Okay. So if you go back to our Tosca commander, this is our Tosca commander. Okay, I already installed this Tosca commander in my system. Once you open Tosca commander, here you can see the naming conversion team. If you have any questions, how to recognize this is Tosca commander, so you can see top of this naming conversion as a Tosca commander. Are you able to see the naming conversion is a Tosca commander? Yes. So in this Tosca commander, here you can see these all are the recent projects. So you will get these two projects inbuilt as a reference. Okay, but this project I created. Okay. So to create a project, whenever the managers or client is planning to utilize Tricentis Tosca, they have to create a project, right? So to create a project, we always use this option as a create new. Okay. So click on create new. Once you click on create new, here two things, just make a note. One is common repository. Another one is workspace. What is meaning of common repository?
So common repository, anyone can use. See, already existing workspace.
Yes. So GitHub is also one of the common repository.
Common repository. Yes.
Everyone able to access the work. So whatever the work we did locally, we push into the GitHub and we'll access, right? So the similar way, instead of working with a GitHub, all these things, Tricentis itself, they are providing one common repository. Okay. So what type of repositories is available? So if you see here, SQLite, are you able to see the naming conversions? SQLite, these all are the databases. As I mentioned earlier, team, we required a database style to work with a common repository. Okay. It's not like that you have to work with a database. It's simply one thing. Just select the database option, which database you are using to create a project. So just select the option. That's it. Not much. Okay. This is one thing. So to create SQLite is only for learning purpose. So this is not recommended in real time. If you're, this is one of the interview question thing. So which type of project you are working in your project? Okay. What is the type of project here? SQLite. Okay, if something is mentioned like what type of repository you are using in your project, so then what is your answer?
SQLite.
So basically, we'll create two types of workspaces. Workspace is the place entire team to work together. Okay, this is the technical term. One is single user workspace. Single user workspace is nothing but only one person can
One
access.
user.
That's it. Next one is multi-user workspace. If you go to a multi-user workspace, so here we use the database option. One is SQLite and Oracle and MS SQL Server. The last one is DB2. So if you come back to the SQLite, it is a kind of free version. So how Tosca Commander is look like and how we are going to work as part of real-time pointer. Okay, this is only for learning purpose. So no one is using this SQLite in real-time team. Okay, this is only a learning purpose. If definitely you'll get this question. Okay, what type of repository you are using? What type of repository you are using in your project? In your project. So if you interviewer raise this question, so what is your answer?
Wow. We have used Oracle MS SQL.
Exactly. See here, team. If someone is raised this question in interviews, don't say SQLite. We are using SQLite in our project. Okay. I mentioned very clearly SQLite is only for learning purpose. Okay. It is a replication of these three databases. Okay. So you can take any one of these, Oracle or MS SQL Server or DB2. But real time, we use these three things only. Okay. So that is what I'm trying to explain here. So you can pick any one of these Oracle, but whenever you are choosing Oracle here, are you able to see one checkbox is highlighted? Use existing repository. Okay, in real time, we always work with existing repository only. But if you want to create any new project, always uncheck this one. Are you getting my point? So let me repeat again. In real time, we always work with the existing repository only. Okay. Let us assume you had a situation, just now you are started Tosca project, then you are the person to create a project, always enable this option. So if you are creating a new project, always enable this option. Okay. So, sorry, uncheck this feature tip. Clear? If you uncheck this one, that means you are creating a new project here. If it is enabled, that is existing. If you uncheck this one, that means you are creating a new project here. So whenever you choose a Oracle or MS SQL Server or DB2, must be required a connection string, the database connection string. So server, database, and user ID and password. These things is very, very important. So you no need to worry about this connection string team. Just connect with your test lead or test manager or client. So basically they'll maintain this information in their end only. Okay, they won't share this entire information to the team. Okay, if you require a connection string, just connect with them. They'll share the connection string. Use that to test the connection. Okay, but let me repeat again. So if you are working with MS SQL Server or Oracle or DB2, so must connection string is required. To get this connection string, check with the manager. They'll share the connection string and use that to create a connection. That's it. So connection could not be established because I'm not entered anything here. This point is clear.
So, Anusha, so in the local machine, so you have to install one of the database, correct?
Sorry.
one of the database I am not asking about the corporate things. If I use the Tosca in my system, local system, one of the database like Oracle or MySQL, I have to install then. I have to pass this connection string, then only it will work, right?
Exactly. Okay. So if you want to do in your local, these things is required, but real time, these things is not at all required. Okay. We just raise a request to the database team to create a workspace for us, like database for Tosca project. So they'll create and they'll share the connection string with us, and we use that to create a project. That's it. Okay.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt. This database and all just storing purpose we are using here, or
Yes, it is a kind of GitHub repository point of view we are using. Yes.
okay, like all people any changes made that will be reflect here, or our project only what all changing from our side it will be reflect here.
So both the things is happening here, Vijay. So the thing is, whenever you are working with a Selenium, do you have any experience on Selenium?
No, manual testing I done
Manual
actually.
testing. Okay. If you're working locally, yes, what are the changes is made by yourself. You are able to see that changes, and even the changes are pushed to the repository. Repository is nothing but MS SQL Server. Yes, everyone able to see those changes. Okay.
Yeah, got it. Thank you.
Sorry, I have a query. Like we already have Tosca server, right? So again, why we need this separate database to store the repository?
Even Tosca server also, let me show you that. Yeah. If I go back to Tosca server, who are acting as an administrator role, they open this tile, they'll create the project here as well with the help of these databases only. Clear?
Okay, so this is just the UI. So basically in the backend, it's the database whichever we are giving
Yes.
while
If I
creating.
open this one, I think this is disabled now. Maybe I have to restart again this 1 second. Let me review. Yeah, administrator console is open here now. Okay. If you are acting as an administrator, so just open this tile. Basically, in real time, we don't have access for that. Okay, only one person is specifically working on these administrator activities. Okay. So once we log in here, you're able to see all the projects overview here. So if I want to create a project for the team, simply go here and the right side, right side, you're able to see one option as a create project. I'll show you here. So here it's verifying percentage Tosca installation part. Wait a second. It's loading too. Yeah. I already created one project here. Are you able to see? I just created this project with MS SQL Server. That is the reason you're able to see here a connection string. Okay. And if you want to create a project here, go to here, click on add project and enter your project name and select the type of database. Are you able to see 4 data types here? Database types.
Yes, yes.
Oracle, MS SQL Server. So must be required a database because it is acting as a repository. We'll push our entire code to the repository. Okay. So you no need to worry about GitHub. So completely we all are working in a common repository. Okay. Anyone having any questions?
I have a question. I could
So
see
this
the
common
UI.
repository part.
So whatever database we create in the Tosca server, the same will be highlighted over here, right?
Yes. So you are able to see here as well. So 2 things, either you can create here or you can go to the Tosca server and you can create there. And in Tosca server, we have one feature like user management, right? Just give this project access to the team members. That's it. So it is a kind of SSO login. Clear?
Good morning, Anisha.
So for training purpose, Like we all are here to learn Tosca, right? So for learning purpose, create a project in your local system using SQLite. Okay. So team clear, right? Everyone.
Good morning, Anisha. I have a question. Like I could see the URLs reflecting as local host. Is it the reason like it's been connected to the SQLite?
In Tosca server.
Like I could see the URL is reflecting as localhost 8.
Localhost 8. This is the server URL.
So is it the reason like since we connected to the SQLite or
No. So this is the server and port number. Okay. This is the server and port number only. That is a different one, Matthew, which you are asking. Okay. So server is different. Installation is required for server if you want to work in our local, but in real time, it's not at all required. So by default, you will get the Tosca server access as well. Okay.
how about the database testing? Like
DB testing inside Tosca Commander. I'll show you how to do the database testing, all this stuff.
okay, okay, thanks.
So this is the common repository part team. So if we come back to here, workspace details, the bottom you can see one more workspace. So enter your name of the project and select here use workspace template. So what exactly the meaning of use workspace template? It is a default template which is provided by Tricentis Tosca team. Are you remember yesterday we utilized one module? What is that? Open URL. This is common for all type of applications, correct?
Standard modules.
Standard modules. So close browser. So you'll get some predefined standard modules which is already built by Tricentis team. Okay. To get that package to your project, always click on this checkbox. Okay. If you click on this checkbox, here you can see the path of the standard module subset. The extension of subset is always TSU, standard module subset. Extension is TSU. I'll show you the standard module subset in my local system. If you missed here to select this checkbox, no need to worry. We can import this one in Tosca project directly. Okay. Then click on OK. So team, everyone clear with common repo path and workspace path?
Anusha, sorry, I have one doubt here.
Yeah, please go ahead.
See, after select a type of repository, you were unchecked this using existing one,
Yes.
but you are not providing any new repository name, right? The
Existing repo means I'm just creating a new project. If this checkbox is unchecked, the meaning of that you are creating new project.
yeah, that is fine, but you didn't provided any new repository name. Is it fine?
It's fine. We are just passing the name of the project here. For example, if I mention here Tosca project, then seems this is the name of the project. So if you click on OK, directly it create new project for us. So now I'm creating a new project with the help of SQLite database, and I just uncheck this one because I'm creating a new project. So just enter the name of the project and then click on OK. That is the process to create a new project.
Okay.
Okay. For example, in real time, we always work with the existing project only, right? So I have existing project stuff team. Let me open that. I'm just selecting MS SQL Server. Always enable this because I'm creating existing project. Just pass the server details. I think I have the server details in my here. I'll just capture. Otherwise, give me 1 second. I'll capture the server details. So this is entirely administrator activities team. Okay. May you'll get the chance or may not. But to create some kind of awareness on this. I'm just giving all this information. So who are acting as administrator, they do all these activities. You don't need to worry about this. So if I go back to here, this is the server URL. This won't work for you all team because it's already installed in my system. I can access this one in my system only. Okay. I just want to show you how we are creating existing project in real time. So what are the connection string is shared by a manager or team lead? Just take that connection string and paste here and then click on test connection. Once you click on test connection, everyone able to see here one message. The connection is valid or invalid?
Valid.
Connection is valid. So once you are seeing a connection is valid, just enter the name of the project. So go down and enter the name of the project. I'm just giving a name of the project as a Tosca 107. I think at the rate is not acceptable. 07. Just enter 07. So are you able to see here? The workspace template is enabled or disabled?
Disabled.
Why this is disabled?
Because we're
This
using
is the new
existing
workspace.
repository.
Because it is a existing. Getting?
Yeah. Okay.
It's existing. It's already there, right? Then what is the use of adding again and again workspace template? That is the reason the team is disable this option. Clear?
Yeah.
Team.
Yes.
Good. So this is the slim workspace. The use of this slim workspace is a kind of load to reduce the load on the project. If you are working on large scale projects, so probably the load will increase, the performance will be low, right? To overcome that. So whenever you are creating, just select this feature. So this will increase the speed of your test development and executions. That's it. And then click on OK. Okay. So are you able to see the OK button is enabled or disabled?
Disabled.
Disabled.
Disabled. Here you can see what is the wrong in my details. I just selected server. Checkbox is also enabled. Connection string is also valid. And here you can see name also I entered here. The thing is currently I'm using, I just installed 2024.2. It's a latest version. So we can expect some kind of issues in latest version, right? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah, yes, Anusha.
This is the kind of bug we have to raise to Tricentis. That is the reason I'm not able to create here. Okay, but this is the process to create a common repository, project creation. Okay,
There is an error like workshop directory is not valid.
it's not giving any error. The OK button is disabled. That means we have to raise a ticket to them. But coming to a training point of view, you'll get a 16th version. Present is Tosca 16 version. That is very stable one. Okay.
Okay. Do we have any naming conversion?
No, we can give any naming conversion, upper cases, lower cases, and numbering is also acceptable. Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, thank you.
So let's go with the kind of questions here, team. Okay. What are the major components which is available in Tricentis Tosca? So what is the answer for this question? What type of repositories you are using? What is the answer?
SQLite.
No.
MS SQL Server,
MS SQL Server,
Oracle and DB2.
MS SQL Server, or
Oracle.
Oracle, or DB2. You can give answer any one of these. Don't mention SQLite. Why? SQLite is only learning purpose. No one is using this feature in real time. Are you getting my point? So the second point is here, Tim. So we all are working here. What type of repository it is? The type of repository is a common repository. You can say like common repository or multi-user repository or shared repository. These all are the terminologies which we use in real time. Okay. Next. So what are the major components of Tosca? So the major components of Tosca here, I think the first one is Tosca Commander. So you know, right, Tosca Commander? So what are the tool I installed in my system? This is the Tosca Commander. Okay. So the next one is Tosca X-Scan window. This is one of the X-Scan. Third one is Tosca Executor. Fourth one is Test Repository. Okay. Just now we learn about Tosca Commander team, but Tosca X-Scan, Tosca Executor, Test Repository, all these things are there inside Tosca Commander only. So what is Tosca Commander again? It is a IDE. Okay. It is a IDE, Integrated Development Environment. The meaning of IDE is here, Integrated Development Environment. Which is used to create the project and automate the test cases. Create the project and automate the test cases. So this is the purpose of Tosca Commander. So everyone is clear? Tosca Commander.
Yeah, Anush.
Right. So what is Tosca Scan? Are you remember yesterday I scanned the application, right?
Yes, Anush.
Yes, right? So this X-Scan is used to scan the application to capture element. So you can say like here in Selenium terminology point of view, we call it as elements or controls. These two are the different terminologies we use. Okay, either you can call elements or controls. So the next part is Tosca Executor. So Tosca Executor used to execute the test cases from Tosca Commander. So we always use this option to execute the test cases from Tosca Commander. So what is the Tosca Commander is there? We go inside it and we'll run the script. So test repository, just now we had a discussion, right? So this repository to save, it will save the data type. So what are the activities we are doing inside the workspace? Everything is stored into the repository. Clear? These four are the major components. One is Tosca Commander, Tosca X-Scan, Tosca Executor, and a test repository. This is the Tosca Commander. So I have one project here, Tosca Repo. I'm just opening this project. So once you open the project team, whenever you are working in common repository, so always the authorization is required here. either SSO login or must you have to enter your username and password. Okay. I'm just passing my username as Anusha. Click on login. So once you enter your username and password here, now you are able to access the project. Okay, the project structure is loading here. So Tim, once the project structure is loading, are you able to see? So are you
Yes,
able to see existing test cases here, which is built by the team, which is developed by the team? Team, it is a common repository. What are the test cases your entire team is working? You are able to see all those test cases in your system. Okay. So let me give a walkthrough of the project. So here you can see the project icon inside the home tab. This is the home tab. And here you can see one option like a Tosca project. So click on this project. So the project is contain the number of sections here. So are you able to see here the number of sections? So what is the name of the project here? Tosca
Repo.
Repo is the project. So this project is having a number of sections here. So you'll get one of the interview question. What are the sections in Tosca Commander? Okay. What are the sections of Tosca Commander? This is one of the interview question. Definitely you'll get in interviews. So because it is a scriptless test automation tool, so we no need to bother about what type of interview questions they'll ask. Because it's very simple. What are the features is there in Tosca Commander? They'll ask those questions only. Okay. So the first question is here. The another question, what are the sections available in Tosca? Okay. So here we'll use a different terminologies. For example, if you're working as a sections, I can call it as a section. Maybe one of the interview, someone call it as a towers. Maybe another interview, someone call it as a components. Okay. Or phases. So these all are the different terminologies in interviews they'll may ask you. But the answer is one only. The answer is here, the number of section, total 8 to 9 sections. Okay. So what are those? The first one is requirement section. Second one is module. I'll make a note here, requirement section, test planning, and issues tab. These three sections we use for test management purpose. Next, modules, test cases section, and the test case design section. Next, execution section. After this, we have one more thing, that is the requirement section. Totally, how many sections you are able to see here? So totally, how many sections, team? 9 sections, right? So this data integrity is completely optional, team. So, but basically, the Tosca Commander is having these many sections. Let me show you these all sections. I'll highlight those sections here, Tim, because I have some sub-projects within this one. Data integrity, executions, issues and module section, and the reporting section, requirement, test case designing, and test plan. Are you able to see? These all are the default framework. You no need to bother about adding of data integrity phase, execution phase, test case phase. Whenever you create a new project, it will add automatically all these sections too. Okay. So let us coming to the requirement section. Requirement is the section to keep our requirements, calculate the requirement, what is the frequency of the requirement and damage and weight, and it will auto capture the weight team and how much we covered till now and what is the execution state of the requirement. All these things will capture here. That is the requirement section. Coming to a real-time point of view, we will not use this requirement section because it is a kind of test management activity. Okay. So another test planning is also kind of test management and issues we raise from the management tool. Okay. So we always use this Tosca commander only for automation purpose. So then what are the sections involved in automation? So only 4 sections are involved in automation team. Modules, test case design, execution. Only these 4 sections only. Clear? If I come back to the workflow, so how we do a workflow? Simple. First we'll create the module. After that, we build the test case. Then execution. This is what we did yesterday, right? Team, everyone able to hear me?
Yeah, Anushi.
Yeah,
So
Anusha.
what's the workflow? First create the module. Then build the
Include
test
module of test case.
and run the test case into execution. What about test case design? So here, let me make a note, test case design and test data service. Test data service, it's a kind of cloud. Okay. We keep our data into a cloud and we'll access the data under either Excel. So what is the purpose of these 3 things? Data team. So whenever you want to build a test case, we require data, right?
Yeah, we have to feed the test data.
Feed the test data, right? To feed the test data, Tricentis itself, they are providing these many features. One thing, you can keep your data into a test case design and give the data to a test case. And then if you don't want to use test case design, simply you can go with the test data services and feed the data to a test case. If you don't want to use test case design, use Excel file. Okay. These all are the different options which is available in Tosca. You can pick any one of these. But in real-time point of view, most of the projects, they are implementing a test data service only. Simultaneously, number of testers can access their data here. Getting? So we always use these 3 options to feed the test. This is the workflow team which we do in real time. Clear? Any questions here? Team, are you able to hear me right?
No questions from my end.
Yeah. What about others?
No questions
Yeah.
from my end
No
also.
No questions, Anush.
Clear, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So maybe I'll expect one question. I'll show you team here. Test case design test case already we discussed yesterday. Modules we discussed yesterday and execution also. Let me show you that. So what are the test case I executed yesterday? Amazon page validation. Here you can see open URL test cases. But I directly feed the data here only, right? So within the value column itself, I just pass the data. Are you able to see here? Within the value column itself, I'm passing the data, but I don't want to give data directly here. I want to keep this entire data in somewhere and I have to call that. So that is the purpose we use these three options. One is test case design. Here you can go here and create your data here. How to create a data? Let me show you. This is the sheet still. It seems like Excel only. So we go here and we'll create the attribute and we'll feed the data like this. And what are the data is there? We just pass this data to a test case. This is the one way. Okay. Another approach is here. Tosca Cloud, like a TDS Cloud. I mentioned one naming conversion like Test Data Service Cloud, right? Go to your Tosca server. This is the server. Server itself, you are able to see a test data management. So this is the TDS only thing. If you open this test data management, here itself you can create the data and retrieve which data is required to run your test case. That's it. This is the cloud. So everyone able to access this data simultaneously. That is the option. Another one is Excel. Excel, it's already there in our local system. We simply call it. So hope this entire structure is clear. So this is what we follow in real time. First, we'll get the requirement, like what are the test cases we'll get. Just pick the test case. Understand the test case workflow. Once you understand the flow, create a module. Once you create the module, drag and drop. It's not like that we're just pushing. So always use drag and drop option here. Drop into a test case and develop the test case. Once you're done with the test case, drag and drop to execution and run the execution level. And if you want to require a print report, you can take the report of that. So where we are maintaining our data, these three are the features which we have to keep our data. And what are the data is required to run your test case, just call the data at runtime. Okay. Very simple thing. Now, what are the points we discussed today? Anyone?
Components of
Workspace creation,
Workspace,
Tosca component,
repositories.
and workflow.
Tosca repository,
Components of Tosca.
components and
Tosca Commander Management completely.
sections. Totally, what are the sections is available in Tosca Commander? 8 to 9 sections. Make a note of all these things. No need to worry. I'll share this document to you, or you can refer this one. Okay. That's it for today, team. So tomorrow I'll show you. Probably I'll upgrade my Tosca version to a lower one. And tomorrow I'll show you the creation of single user workspace and multi-user workspace. So no need to worry. The replication is completely common for single user and multi-user. Okay, same replication, same interface only. There is no much changes here. Okay. And tomorrow I'll explain the installation part as well. If you have any questions, you can ask me.
Anusha, I just joined this class today, so I've gone through the recordings of yesterday. So I just want to know, like, what would be the part of curriculum? Like, will we be covering API performance testing? So what all will be covered as a part of a curriculum?
So as part of this entire training team, I'm going to cover here 4 types of projects: SAP Web Database, API, and the desktop applications. Along with this, I'll give a distributed execution setup and execution and scheduling part, and Tosca, introduction of Tosca Cloud and Copilot. That's it.
So how about performance testing? Like, will we be getting any insights on that? Like how
No,
how it
performance
works?
testing, we use a different tool like Neolog. Okay, that is not included here.
Okay.
So coming to SAP, like you're going to take any particular one module and explain?
No. I'll give a complete SAP installation access to you all. And I'll take one scenario and I'll explain the things to you all. Okay, even you can also do a practice on, you'll get a hands-on experience on SAP with Tosca.
Okay. So like approximately how many classes will be there for SAP?
SAP around 2 to 3, that's it. Not much, because we learn the entire end-to-end project using web. The same concept is applicable for SAP. We just implement the same logic in SAP, but the interface is different here. That's it.
And like day-to-day classes, like you will be explaining like hands-on also along with the theory part.
Hands-on along with the theory part and weekly assignments also. Okay.
Okay. So every day, like we'll get a chance to work on the practical also in the same class.
Exactly. So lessons, a couple of test cases to you all. Just go through that and do the automation. Okay. And even I explained one scenario yesterday, right? How to automate the test case like Amazon. Just do the automation of this one, scanning of the module and adding to the home page. Verification of this part. Okay. Every day I'll give you the examples and scenario based interview question. What are the questions it will trigger in interview? Because even I'm also one of the panel member who will take the interviews, right? I know what type of interview questions triggered in interviews. So definitely I'll give you that entire stuff. It's a completely hands-on experience thing. Okay. Don't think it's a theoretical part. If I explain theoretical part, I can complete this Tosca training within 25 to 30 days. That's it. Not much. If I'm giving only a theoretical session, so I can complete this one 25 to 30 days. So why I'm taking to 45 days, 50 to 60 days, 2 months of time? Because it's a completely theoretical sessions and real-time experience. Okay. Once we complete the classes, definitely you'll get an opportunity. Once you get the opportunity, once you join the company, you no need to depend upon any others for the work support. Okay, definitely you can do yourself because we are gaining here completely real-time knowledge, right?
Okay, with the 5 years of experience, we can manage with this
Up
fully
to
content.
weekend. Okay. Even
Sorry,
also weekend team.
sorry, I didn't get that. Can you please repeat it?
The thing is here, let me stop recording.
We are covering all the frameworks, right?
So don't compare Tosca with a Selenium first point. Okay. Tosca is a completely inbuilt framework. We all are here. No need to develop any framework for this because it is a modular. Okay. So what are the sections? What is the framework Tosca is providing to us? We just go there and work on Tosca pointer. That's it. So coming to a Selenium, we just develop the frameworks like TestNG, all these things, right?
Yeah, correct.
Tosca point of not at all required because it is an inbuilt modular framework.
Okay.
All these things simply go to module and create a module and do the development. Go to a test case, do the development. Okay.
Yeah, so it is like a few minutes back you told we are managing the files, right? So one file we can declare all the values and we can pass those values to the actual test cases.
Yes.
Okay, so that is the one type of configuration we are doing, correct?
So as part of testing, we just keep the data to feed the test case. Tosca point of 3 things is available. One is TCD section. This is completely advanced level. Okay. Another one is TDS. This is also one of the completely advanced level. So if we learn these 2 things, so some of the projects, like old projects are running in test case design. And what are the projects recently they started, those projects are running in a TDS. Okay. Almost all SAP projects, Salesforce project, they are using test data management to keep the data.
Yeah, correct. So that part you can cover it, right? Like,
Yeah, definitely. So I'll just give you completely hands-on experience here, okay? It's not like that I'm just showing, okay? It's completely hands-on experience with TDS, TCD, and database and distributed execution. All these things is completely hands-on, okay?
okay. Because like frankly, I'm asking because like our project is newly Tosca will be implemented, so I have to take care of those things. So that's why I'm joining the classes. So I need the each and every details.
Sure. Definitely we'll cover that. Hmm?
Okay.
So what about others, Tim? Do you have any other questions? Hope this today's session is clear for all, right?
Yes, Anusha.
Yes, it's clear.
I need responses, Tim.
Yes, it's clear.
Yeah, it's clear. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your active participant, team. We'll connect tomorrow same time. So if you have any questions, make a note and we'll discuss tomorrow. Okay. Thanks to you all.
Yeah, thank you, Anusha.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Thanks for the
Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you.